And hello, we're back together again. Tonight we are starting with our Christmas Delights paper, but I just call mine Mrs. Claus's She Shed. She Shed. I don't know why. It was just little petite, and it just seemed to fit. So, hi Rhonda, we are going to start this tonight. And again, it does have the box. I've been recording the albums, so I don't have my album in here, but there's a folio. It's a folio. And that's what's going to go inside of there. Okay. And I still haven't found my snow. I do not know. Hi, Tanya, where my snow is. Okay. For those of you who have your kits, this one does have a lot of chipboard pieces. So right now, just start with your 12 by 12, and then you have your 8 by 8. I'm not really going to open. Then we have our windows. The windows on this one, I did fussy cut because I'm going to do a better job this time too. I just really thought those were darling and they were the perfect size. So that's what I went with. Oh, good, Lori. Yay. So you have some poinsettias that you can play with for the roof. I will be taking the leaves apart. Then you've got your gold, these two gold, you have two gold ones. They're going to go in the middle of our poinsettias if you'd like. You have another 6 by 6. That's going to be for the door. And you have quite a bit of that left over because we're just going to use the little door. Then you have another half sheet of the gold for the windows. And so I'm going to just keep everything in here. And I am going to leave my bag here. I know there's a lot of glare, but I want to, first of all, let me get this so that there's no glare. I want to grab the chipboard. I'm going to start with these 5 pieces. This is the album or the folio. So mine has the pattern on it that went to the printer. So we have a 4 by 7. We have two, and we will have one 4 by 7.5. One 4 by 7.5. Two 4 1/4 by 7.5. Then you have a spine piece that is 1 1/8 by 7.5. Oh my God, excuse me. 1 by 7.5. So I'm just going to pop those away. We won't be using those right now. Oh, so we'll be using this and some of the other papers, but this is your simple stories. This is going to be our roofs. So I am going to leave that piece out. Okay. So we want our pitches are different because the pitches are going to be on the sides. And you'll have 2 of those in your kit. Then we have, I've got to get the right sizes here for the fronts. And I moved them. And just like before, you do have some extra chipboard. And you are we're going to have to do some trimming. Hi, Janice. So you want the 2 pitched pieces, and then we want the 2 5 by 7s. And this kit, I don't have more, but we did put more. I got more gingerbread kits put on. Rick went through. He did some cutting. Excuse me. I'm not bored. I'm not tired. I'm just yawning, guys. So the 2 5 by 7 pieces. And then our base is the 6.5 by 7. We're going to want this. I don't know if we'll get to the box. I doubt it. We're going to do the house. So we need the 2 5 by 7s. Hi, Felicity. I saw you in your beautiful dress in front of the Christmas tree. And you are just beautiful. So I'm so glad Mommy shares those with us. And then the 2 3 by 9s that are already cut for you. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Did anybody get 3? For some reason, there's 3 sitting in my kit. They're 3.5 by 4.5. You only need 2. If you got a third one, we have 2 of those. And actually, I'll go over them again. We have our 1 1/4 by 3 1/2 sides, 2 1 1/2 by 2 1/2 roofs. I'm just putting mine in a pile for this moment. And we will have, looks like, yeah, we're going to have to just do a little trimming. That's okay. I will give you these measurements again. So no fears. Again, 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. So anything that is 3 1/2 is your box for the inside. These are definitely going to have to be cut. And you know what? Let me do, no, that is not it. You may have gotten some extra little pieces. Okay, and that's fine. 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, 2 of those. And 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. I have 3 of those because of that. Guys, I don't know why I'm yawning. I wasn't yawning until I got on the video. So 2 1/2 by 3 1/2 and 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. Those are our sides. I'm just set those aside for right now. Did anybody else get these in your kit, the 3 1/2 by 6 inches? If you did, well, they're a freebie. You know what? I was just looking at something. Look how this is. No, you can't see. I have this sitting at an angle. And you know what? I really like that. She might be on a corner lot. This little teeny tiny 1 by 2 is the door. Okay, we're going to start with these 2 pitch pieces. Not long enough. And I'm just going to go ahead and start. With my full sheet here of score tape. There we go. And I'll put this back on. Sheet. Sorry. You guys, I'm really not tired. I don't know. The video started and I started yawning. And I like to take, well, I thought I grabbed some because I need to start condensing my score tape pieces. You know what? It's this winter weather. It's getting ready to snow again. And it's called hibernation. I think I'm in hibernation mode this evening. Okay, our pitches are ready. And let's do the same thing with this. These are actually the fronts, the 5 by 7s. So before we do, I want you to lay down your pitch piece, and I want you to match and see where it lands. You can see it's going to sit like so. And you don't want anything to stick over the top or the bottom. So, and when they're cut, sometimes it just happens that they're not 100%. Let me put that up there. And just sit this there. It looks like I just have a tiny, tiny bit that needs to be mitered off that edge. But we want to do it now. Once we have the paper or cardstock, we can't do it. Okay, my second piece. Nope, that looks great. I have to tell you, I was doing the album covers. So I put my this was a new one for me, by the way. That's why I'm sharing. I put my score tape on, but then I laid them down like this and set them off to the side. And then I went back and did the opposite. Like, well, we don't need it on both sides of the chipboard. So now just make sure you put your score tape side up. But maybe it's only me who has to worry about doing silly things like that, right? And not getting it straight. Maybe I need some water. It just occurred to me. I don't think I've drank any at all today. Okay, cardstock. We want to wrap things just like we did on the gingerbread house. So I'm going to start with these little guys. They are 3 by 9. So we want 2 pieces of cardstock. Isn't that weird? It has a black, has that glare. At 11 by 5. 2 pieces. Let's get a little bit more light and see if that helps. A little warmth. No, not really, does it? So we have 11. Okay, now 5. This has been my chipboard blade, so I just need to trade it. And for our square pieces that are the front, they are going to be, let's see, 7 by 9. So I'll cut, oh, I can't, yes, I can. Let me see, 5. So I'll cut, we'll save that for the folio or for the other little, or for the roof. I think the roof will fit in there. And we want 2 7 by 9s. Oh, you guys, you know what? Okay, wake me up here. You know what those 6 inches are for? The 3.5 by 6. Whoops. It's the roof. You have 2 of them. Three and a half by 6. So 5.5 by 8. We can use these pieces right here. No, I want, let's try and decide here. No, I'm going to use another piece. So we're going to go 8. 2 of them are going to be 8 inches by 5.5. Because we do want that 1 inch around to make no seams showing when we underneath the eaves. Okay. So those weren't freebie pieces. We need them to build the house with. So I'll go ahead and get these all covered with the tape. Well, howdy, Miss Sheila. How you doing? Oh, kind of quiet around here. Wilbur's not down here, and that's really weird. Okay, I think we've got everything now covered in score tape that we need. Let's start with pitches. My 1 inch spacer. So just like we do our albums, I'll put the pointy part right up to that edge. Well, that's super fun. I'm glad that you have somebody there to craft with. Is she also making the houses? Or see, I'm going to put it upside down. Either way. Is she the one you're doing the houses with? Nope. What on earth? I'm just going to go ahead and lay all the pieces down onto our cardstock. Let me go with these. Oh, how fun. So this is my 7x9. And this is going to be for the 5x7s. And I do need just a little piece. For that spot right there. It seems like some extra sticky score tape sheets. And we have two more, our roof pieces. Oh, how nice. Well, now that sounds like a really fun crafting day. Okay, see, we have quite a bit of wrapping because we have another little mini house. That's why I will see. I don't think we'll get to our box tonight, but that's okay. We will on Thursday. And since I have the roof just right here in front of me, I'm going to go ahead and start with that, because we'll just start with what's in front of us. Well, hi, Diane. How are you doing? Okay. And let's just cut up those corners. Yeah, my one granddaughter, Erin, she only works part-time over in the warehouse. She's down with something, so she'll be out most of the week. But that little thing, she sure gets a lot of. She's like her father. She seems to catch a lot of bugs. Terry, to torture myself? Okay. Are you doing okay? Oh, you're just checking in. Well, guess what, Terry? If you were you looking for a gingerbread house? Because we put some more together today. Hubby was so nice, and he cut. Well, we have the gingerbread. I had put 15 on, some have sold. So he cut 15 more chipboards, and it will ship out next Wednesday. More paper is printing. So if you want one, you might want to grab a gingerbread one over at countrycraftcreations.com, because that'll be it, the last 15. It comes with the album. You mean this one? This is the gingerbread album. Yeah, they both come with a book. And then I also have 2 little folios I'm going to create after we're done with the leftover papers. Oh, Janet, I'll try. Janet, this one has so much chipboard. I will see if, I might have to take that one up to the printer, but I will see if we can't get some more cut. You guys are so sweet. I didn't know that you all would like these. I was just making them to put in my family room up on the shelf. And I'm like, oh, these are cute. I'll just show everybody. And then I had some of you say, well, can we get a kit? And I'm like, sure, nobody's going to want a kit. And thank you guys. So I appreciate that so much, that you liked them. And Janet, I know how to get you on Facebook. So don't forget too, we have the Facebook group, Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. Be sure to join. And as soon as I put this down, I'll grab you a link, because you'll want to join. That's where I post all this stuff. And that way you won't miss out. So I'll put a link down here for our Facebook group, and be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out. I always go on and show what we're making or what we're doing and the kits. Okay, there's one roof, or one part of the pitch. Judy, I'll get you the link, but on projects, if you go to projects, I should have put the link in here again. On the website, the projects tab, and that has all the projects, but I'm also going to post it right now for you guys. Copy and paste it. It's not like a clickable link, I don't believe. So if you just copy and paste that. Oh, it is. Okay, you can click on it. It should take you right to the gingerbread. So we have some of those. Oh, it is, Terry, the white felt. That is one that is, yes, it's being made. In fact, I just had some stuff shipped from the mail. And the thing with the white felt, it's going to be sold in the packages of 24. Isn't that nice? I do like the white felt. Oh, sometimes I do that. I cut into the other one. There we go. Yeah, I just reordered a bunch of cardstock because we ran out from the sale. All right, hold on. I got too much glue. Way too much. Oh, and guys, guess what came in? Our pickup tools. So no more of me trying to fight with my fingers with those beads. So the pickup tools are in, and they're under Alt New, and they're so nice. I love the wax tip. I had ordered some in before from We Are, I think they are, and I'll tell you, the wax tips were breaking, so I sent them back. But these are pretty nice. Oh, thank you, Diane. I did them to match the gingerbread house. I love Christmas, but you know what? I woke up Monday and December was here, and I was like, how did this happen? So we're also going to be doing our December daily because we did it the beginning of this year. Tomorrow I will be doing a live in the morning, and I'm going to go through and show you how what I've done with my December daily. So if you have your prompts that we posted on Scrapbookers, I'm going to actually try and follow that and do a daily. Wish me luck. That's why I usually do mine weekly. But every Wednesday morning, I'll be going live. So grab your coffee, hot cocoa, or tea. Oh, and I got some wonderful new tea coming, Christmas tea with spices and things. So I can't wait to try that. And we will sit down and just play with our December dailies on Wednesday mornings. I'm excited for that, though. Okay, these are the house fronts. Hi, Luann. Luann, she comes into the store. We love having her. So now this is the fronts of our house. And then I also have the replacement tips. So these are all in stock and ready for you guys. You can, if you're purchasing the gingerbread house and you want to get the tool, go ahead and add it to your order. It's not going to, I know it says on there, do not add other merchandise. That's because a lot of times with our kits, they're just big, but this one isn't too big. So you can add your cardstock if you want, and that tool, it'll be fine. And I think tomorrow, don't forget, Barely Art Glue. They're going to be starting. I'm going to post the schedule in Scrapbookers also, because I do have a project using the gingerbread, and it's a Christmas planner. And it is a free, you can do the free, or you can buy a ticket, and then you'll get to keep the recordings. But you can do the free and check out the fun Barely Art Glue Christmas project. Anyway, it's on the front of my website on a banner. If you click on that, it'll take you to their site. And I'm using Gingerbread Village for a project. This tool, well, first of all, one side is a pokey tool, and it's so pretty. Now this side, well, it's not going to pick up chipboard, but it will pick up your beads and things. Your pickup tool, it better work. Oh, there we go. It's made to pick up the tools, the little beads and stuff. Now, when it wears down, there are replacement tips, so those are in stock. There it is. And it's a really nice, well-made tool. They're not expensive either. I was pleasantly surprised and happy because I don't like to bring in expensive. No, I want it to be quality. Alt New does have quality items, but it can't be expensive because so much money already goes into crafting. Ask Luann. We chased her out of the store. It's like, quit spending money. I know we shouldn't. I mean, and she makes a lot of stuff, but it's like, guys, we still have to be friends. You can't have your family members grounding you from crafting because that's just, that's just how I am. Well, hello, Monica. I was thinking, where is Monica? The party hasn't started without her. Exactly, it is. It's like Jim. There's no party till Jim arrives. Well, I'll admit there's no party till Janice arrives either. No, we attach it the same, but your sides are, I mean, the sides are the pitched instead of the front. Oh, well, Jim's not allowed in the store anymore for that reason, Janice. I have a no Jim allowed in the store sign now. And you know what? A husband or a spouse or significant other is not supposed to know the size of our craft stash. So Jim has no business looking under your craft stash. So tell him to go back and he can play with his machines. And if he insists, just turn him in to me and I'll take care of him. Not allowed. I need him to lift it off for me. Yes, that is true, but well, Luann, you didn't know that this was going to be the truth or dare honesty hour, did you? Sometimes TIA happens here in the craft room, and that is where we also leave it in the craft room. Okay, I have already done something really dumb because here we were talking. So, we weren't supposed to wrap the sides, but it's going to be okay with this. We are wrapping this like Tanya. Now I get it. Okay, guys, if you I don't think any of you are following along with me, are you? Okay, don't. This is fine. Excuse me, we needed to leave our sides. But it's okay. I just won't have one on the inside. So if you have wrapped this 5x7, that you're okay. The roof is perfectly fine. This is not. We're only going to wrap the top and the bottom. You guys got me so excited with visiting. I messed up, but it's not a disaster where I need to add. We would have fixed it anyway, but we don't need to. Now I still might make a strip on the inside. We'll see after we get things hooked up. So Tanya, that's why I should have caught on right there. Next time, Tanya, say, Tamara, stop. That's why I have 2 screens with comments and a phone, so that at least I can catch it in my eye if you say no. So only wrap your top and your bottom, but we're going to be just fine. Now, if you wrap both of these, you're still going to be fine because we have the sides. We'll just put a strip on the inside, but it's better if we don't. Okay. You know, I burnt my arm, and I don't know how. It's a bad burn, and this thing is just itching me really bad. I'm still trying to remember what on earth I burned it on. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for my 1/2 inch for the top here because it's such a small diameter. You can even just cut it, but I'm just going to use my 1/2 inch spacer. Yeah, it really didn't start hurting till I looked down and I burnt myself there. And I guess it all happened. This didn't happen on Thanksgiving. It happened just the other day. Yeah, this was Thanksgiving. This was curling iron. And you should see how bad it is. Okay. So what I've done is taken it, and if you're going to cut it, you can do just like before. Just guesstimate and cut down at an angle. Yeah, my arm, I know, wasn't Thanksgiving. It was just the other day, but my finger and everywhere else was. Yes, curling irons are deadly. Okay. So again, these sides, we do not glue them down. If you see me gluing them down, don't glue yours down because it's wrong. And it's probably just because my mouth's a flapping. Okay. But I am going to cut out my squares because we're going to wrap the bottom. Fold that in. Well, it's a flat iron, and I dropped it Sunday. I need to get some silver or honey. Okay, we're going to wrap the top. Excuse me, but we're not going to wrap here. Oh, that's the problem. I didn't make my line, so let's do our angle. Oh, okay. Then I will count on you to catch my mistakes. No, there's not going to be any. That's the only one I'm going to make. And it's not a bad mistake. Okay. There we go. Now you'll see kind of like this triangle here. I'm just going to cut across, but not too close, so we can cover that. Now when I put one side down, you can straighten up the other side. There we go. So it's nice and neat and nothing's going over the tip. Okay. So now you've kind of created this shape. We're just going to follow the crease we have created. Then when I fold that over, if anything didn't get just that little knobby of paper sometimes. Okay. So once again, just from the corner up and then at an angle, we're going to cut that shape out. Okay. This one's a little bit more steep than the gingerbread because it's more narrow. Okay. Let's just push that cardstock. Now, we're going to close the bottom. We're going to close the top. And if anything on the other side sticking out, you can trim that now. Where's the dogs? Oh, you don't know either. Please make sure you did not leave them outside. It's cold. We have the back door open. Oh, see, they're hibernating too. Actually, I think they love, we've got the Christmas tree up and the glow. I really think that animals like that because they seem super relaxed upstairs on the couch by the tree. Kind of funny how they will just kind of relax to the lights and the music. And do make sure you push that up tight because you want a nice tight edge. Okay, that looks good. And that's what we're going to connect. Yep, they are living their best life for sure. We're going to connect our sides too. Nope, we want this one. Okay, I'm going to repeat with my 1/2 inch spacer. Oops. Okay, we're going to just take off that top piece. We're going to have to angle that a little bit more. Now, this does go up under the eaves. So if you happen to nick yours or cut it a little too short, no worries. If you find your bottle of snow, you can put snow up there. Unlike me, I still can't find my bottle of snow. And it was just on my desk 2 days ago. Okay. No, you know what, Rhonda? Well, Wilbur will take off with things. He'll take off with my washcloth. He'll take off with my towel before I get out of the shower. That's why I have to lock my bathroom doors, because he will take off with it. But a bottle of snow, I don't think he would have. And it would have been either Charlotte or Homer. Oh my gosh. Last night I had to do a Heimlich on Homer. He is typical beagle behavior, right? I gave him their nighttime treats before bed, but he doesn't want anybody to have his. So they're squares. He swallowed it whole and he couldn't breathe. I mean, I had to grab him underneath the rib cage, popped him on the counter and got it loose. And I'll tell you what, he got his treat today, and I break it up now. He is such a little piggy beagle. And most beagles will steal things like the bottles of snow, but luckily, Wilbur doesn't do that. It was, Monica, I've never seen a dog choking like that, and he really could not. But I was like, you don't stick the whole cookie in your mouth. But, your instinct is to stick your finger in, which you don't want to do, because then you'll get it lodged in their airway. But I popped it out, and then he ate it. I'm like, dog, you're going to be the death of me. But he almost bit me too. I mean, he was scared, and he went after me a little bit, and I'm like, it's either me get bit or you die. Well, I always stay with them when we give them treats because they are beagles. Beagles are pigs. But not Charlotte. Little Miss Charlotte takes hers. She gets on her blanket and she eats her cookie like a little lady. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And she takes a little bite out of each corner until it's gone. She's the oddest beagle. Okay. Actually, sometimes when you're wrapping, it's quite enjoyable when you do it right. Yes, she's a little lady. Okay. Now, see how that's not quite a nice straight line because of the score mark, or the mark we caused from pushing against the chipboard. So I'm going to clean up anything right now that takes away from the neatness. Now there is something I want to do before we actually put all pieces together. Um, I do want to go ahead and mat. We can mat these side pieces. Oh wait, no, we can't. You know why? Because I messed up that one. So never mind. Let's put it together and we'll mat it so I don't make. We're fine. That's right. Because I don't know which side this is going to be on. So I will stop thinking. So let's just grab one. So I'm going to grab the one I did correctly. These will be our fronts and our backs. So the other thing is, if you don't want them to be bare in the inside, if you don't like that, you can always do it later, but then you can also do it now. You will have these showing, but at least you'll have that bare part if you want, just to give you some ideas there. So this is going to be my back. So I'm going to turn to the side. This is my side. And just like we did before, see, one will go to the inside and one is going to go to the outside. I'm going to have the outs. You can have the outsides either be on your sides, and they are smaller. So I think I'll bring it to the outside. No, I think I'll keep it to the inside because it does cover there better. So look at it and see where you want yours to be first. I'm going to lay that down flat, just like I'm doing an album. Now, I am going to grab my score tape. I want to put some here for a quick grab. And I need to see if I have another roll. I may not. Yes, I do. I have something. Okay. So we have our score tape. I'm going to go ahead and put it on both sides here. And again, maybe take one more last look. To see if anything needs to be trimmed, even if it's just a little. Oh no, Luann said she's sick with a cold too. It's going around. Time to get the airborne out. So right now, this is my right hand side. So stay to the outside. All the way to the bottom. And all the way to the edge. And I'll trim this a little bit more on that side when I get there. So see, we have this piece on the outside. Kind of gives it the support on the inside and support on the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, my right hand side now. bare chipboard to bare chipboard. We'll just stand it up for a minute. Whoops. Make sure we're getting everything straight on the bottom and on our sides. We have these two right now sticking out, and I want to just leave them that way for a minute. Now, because I made the boo-boo, I don't have, let me show you. So I don't have my hinge pieces to sit on the inside. So that isn't going to work. We're going to have to put this on the outside. This is going to have to go on the inside. This piece. I mean, it could go on the outside, but I'm trying to decide here because we're going to have to put a piece across the center. Let me see, to make it stronger. Let me double check here. No, it'll be fine with the roof. The roof is what stabilizes everything. Now, to make it easier, because see, that's going to sit right like so. We actually can, if you want to mat some of this flat, you could mat it flat. But I think we'll be just fine putting it together, but you certainly could. We're still going to be able to anyway. I want to check something before I do. So I was looking at these little hinge pieces. So when it folds over, you want to make sure it's going to clear. There you go. So if you can kind of get your scissors in there and then get the angle. Okay, this one's going to be good. And then if you want, you certainly could put a piece of cardstock in here, but with your roof, it's going to be fine. If you felt the need that you wanted to put it there, like we do on a mini album. So you can watch me, and if you feel that after it's together and with our roof, the roof's gonna, I think we're gonna be fine. Then you certainly could stop at this point where some of you haven't built yours yet, and where the hinge we didn't have this double piece. You could add a piece. So we're just going to fold that right over, line everything up. Okay. Go right along the edge of that wrapped chipboard. And then this side. And I went right on top of the chipboard. Well, that's not too bad at all. So this side, I'm going to make my front. I mean, you're not going to see this with the cardstock, but our roof will then be our stabilizing force here. After we get our roof matted, we're going to mat the house because it's just a lot easier. And yeah, we don't want to make it go down. So I'm going to start with the house, and you're going to want the green cardstock because these are 3.5 by 6. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are 3 3/8 by 5 7/8. And go ahead and ink those. Oh, the underside doesn't show. But you can mat it if you want. If you don't mat it with the green, we need to put the black under there. I forgot. So I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to go ahead because we have enough, and I'm going to mat the underside in the green. Well, we're going to see what it's going to, well, let's see what it will look like. Oh, I like it. Okay, so let's cut 4 pieces that are 3 3 3/8 by 5 7/8. And then we'll use a little piece. We have plenty. We're going to use for our little roof. So that's 4 pieces of the green. And I'm still using the over coffee with this one too. Okay. Okay, and let's do the back side. Okay. We have those mounted, and let's do the house part. For the house, I did use the 12 by 12 and it has your plaid. Oh, sorry, I hope that noise isn't. Okay, I did use the big Christmas delights on the top of my house. I'm going to set that aside. And you know what? I did not get out the machine today. But tomorrow that's my goal. Okay. There it is. Nope, keep going. So I used this one on the sides. Okay, plaid. There it is. Oh, I love this one. Okay. So I used this side. Now what I did is I had it so the little jams are falling down, or you can have them falling up, but you really won't see them on the back. I mean, on the front. So on the back, I have them down here at the bottom, and at the front, we're covering it, so I have them at the top, and you can kind of see them by the windows. So we're just going to cut a 6 7/8. Just a minute. No, we want directional. We want 6 7/8 this way. So we're going up the middle between these two. And then we're going to cut our 4 7/8. I'm going to start on this edge because we have some red there. So 4 7/8. And we're going to cut that twice. So one's for the front and one's for the back. Yes, they do. Those icicles, I just love them. Okay, so the back, and that was supposed to be my front. They don't matter. The back, I have them at the bottom. Now our sides are 3 by 9. So I'm going to start with a piece, and what I did is I cut one from this side and one from this side. So I had the Christmas bulbs on both sides. And we'll do our first cut at 2 7/8. And I'm going to have this at the top. And I cut it at 8 7/8. And then I'll cut from this other side at 2 7/8. By 8 7/8. Let's see. So you can have the bulbs at the bottom or the top. And keep them at the top. Okay, you can do this 1 of 2 ways because we can get to it either side. You know, we could have cut that 3. Keep those for something. So I'm going to recut mine. I want to see if it'll fit it. You know, sometimes when we put those spaces there because of the chipboard, yeah, cut it at 3. So I'll just use these 2. That'll be fine. With this kit, you have plenty of paper. Okay, save those for something else. I'm just going to keep it at 9 this time. 3 by 9. Let's keep it the same size. Okay. And I'm just going to trace the pitch. So if you want to keep, I mean, you can make yourself a template before you put this together. You know, that side's even pretty. Oh my gosh. See, you never know. So if you decide you want to do that, whoops, you got to make sure you turn it over then. Well, we'll see what happens. If it works out, it works out. Because that's really cute with the tree on the side. All right, let's put it in our cutter. Need to trim just a hair more. Okay, so see, we'll have a window. I'm going to use that side. Otherwise, I would use that side. But that turn, well, wait, maybe we should see what both sides look like. Oh, look how perfect this came out cutting that other one, you guys. So Sometimes accidents are good. This is adorable. Okay. Look at your paper on both sides, kind of determine. Um, just cut the whole sheet like I did. Now we need to take 1/8 of an inch off the bottom because I cut it at 9. Okay, I like the fit. Yeah, that just, sometimes that happens and it's like, this is really great. Now you have 3 sheets of this, so it's okay if you do what I did. Okay, and this side, window and presents. Okay, check your fit and trim the bottom. Oh, thank you. Yeah, these are so fun. Okay, so there's my sides. A little different than the other one, but that's okay. I really like it. And then our roofs. Okay, so again, you only have let's see, half inch on each side. Maybe just a hair more. Let's see. That's 5/8. So it is half inch on each side. See, it's going down like so. But I just want to get some dry fittings here to, now it's going to go right to the top is where we're going to glue it. And then you might notice you have a little gap on the side. If you do, again, don't worry. It's probably just where that meets, but I have one here too, and you don't see it. And snow takes care of that anyway. And all we want to do is come down with our art glitter glue, but not on your sides. I am going a little heavier than normal, but not so heavy that it runs. So I like to do it from behind this first one so I can see how much is on the left and how much is on the right hand side. And it should be 1/2 inch. And then your point there should be right flush with the roof. And we're going to hold this till the glue catches. Now, as soon as you feel the glue has caught, which it hasn't, you can lay it down. Okay. We're just going to hold it a little bit longer because I used more glue. Okay. There's just nothing to grab a hold of for us to, use our clothespins. So this one we have to do manually. Okay. There we go. Now I can put some weight down. But we're still going to hold it because we don't even want to attempt to put the other part of the roof on until this is dry. So as soon as you feel comfortable, we'll set it aside for a minute and we're going to just we're going to wrap our base. So we'll wrap the base and then I'll put the other part of the roof on, and then that's where I will leave you and we'll get the little house done on Thursday in the inside box. Okay. Now we're just, add some more glue and then we're just going to let it sit undisturbed. Yes, you can. Tanya, yeah, you can leave the sides. Just like the gingerbread where we left the side. Yeah. Yep, and you can use a hot glue gun, but we're good right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take my base real quick. And it's your 6.5 by 7. And let's wrap that while that's drying. And then we're going to put the other piece on. I'm just holding that for one more second. And let's wrap the base piece. And that's going to be 8.5 by 9. Let's go ahead and put our score tape sheets on here. That one corner just doesn't want to grab. Actually, let me see. I'm just going to fold this inside of there, a piece of score tape. I won't take the backing off. It's just because that little corner does not want to grab. So I just did a little L shape there. I mean, you can take it off and put some black cardstock. It won't be seen, but that little corner just doesn't want to grab a hold. That's always good when it's fresh in your brain because, yeah, it can, you know what, I did the other Mrs. Claus. I noticed I did it like this. I didn't leave those papers out. I mean, leave the edge out. But if you haven't gotten to it yet, yes, just leave the edges. Instead of wrapping the point, just leave that out. I'm going to add just a little bit of glue here where it didn't come to the bottom. Then after we wrap this, that should be dry. We can put the other roof on, and then our base is done, and we're doing great. So this is just our flat piece that the box will sit on, the box and then the house. So lots of wrapping to this one because we still have the little house to wrap on Thursday. And then we'll decorate. And I should have the gingerbread video uploaded for you, since I'm going to record that one. Oh, there's glue there. That's fine. And you'll be able to start that, and then I'll start on the, we'll see. Either I might do the little Mrs. Claus folio live, but I'll probably do it on, what day? Oh my gosh, Saturday. We have grandchildren's shows. So we've got one Friday night for one set of little ones. And then we have one Saturday night. So in the morning, though, I definitely can do some lives. I can't miss their Christmas programs. Sometimes you want to, but you can't. I'm just glad they didn't have them all at the same time. The one that dances in the Nutcracker is on Saturday. And when I covered this one, I used an 8x8. The base is quick. Okay, then for the back, we're just going to cut a 6 3/8 by 6 7/8. And I did put poinsettias on the back of this, but I'll do that later. Okay, 6 3/8 and 6 7/8. Now this one I think would be cute if you had some spindles, or some old, or not even old, just this wooden spools for feet. You can put feet on your base. It'd be kind of cute. Okay, that's our base. And let's just cover the front really quick. Let's see how that's drying. Let's give that a few more minutes. And I just used a back of, actually I used the back of the one that we just cut 3 times or 4 times. So let's pick a different one. But if you want it more, a little more brighter, I mean, you can definitely choose whichever one you guys like. No, I did not use the back of that. I take that back. I used the back of this one. But I am just trying to decide if I want to change that around. I put the poinsettias on the bottom before. I'm wondering if I want the poinsettias on the top instead of the bottom. And we are going to use this. You can start them. No, you know what? It needs to be. No. It definitely does need to be the newsprint. So 6 3/8. And 6 7/8. Oh, and I just cut it the wrong direction. That's okay. The house will sit here. Watch your directions, guys. Directionals. Should have been this way. But you can have your house the shorter way too if you want. Or we can put this on the bottom. That's what we'll do. So I'll switch this around. I'm going to put this at the bottom, and then instead of the 8x8 poinsettias, I'll take this one and cut it directionally the correct way. We'll just kind of switch things out. Yeah, I don't want that on the front, so just need this one. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the bottom, and I'll put that on the top. Okay, my 7's this way. This is my collection, Christmas Delights. It's our Country Craft Creations own signature papers, and so is the Gingerbread Village. Okay, 6 7/8. And it is printing. So online, it does show, okay, 6 7/8, and then 6 3/8. If it shows sold out, it will be any day. They are printing right now, and my printer's local. She's just really close. But you guys, we keep running out of it. And yes, it is such a delight. Kim, on our design team, Kim Can't Stop Crafting, she created a beautiful project with it, and she also did one for, our virtual retreat, but that one's in the virtual retreat. but the designers have been working with it. Oh, well, it is pretty, huh, Monica? I really do love it. Okay, clean those edges so we don't get any oozing. And that's going to be the base that we build on tomorrow to make our little box to put we'll put our mini album in here, our little folio. So this one, our folio is smaller. And so we'll do it with the 8x8 papers. Okay. Oh, hi, Linda. We are rocking and rolling. Okay, I can put this away. And let's put the other side of our roof on. Okay. And it's going to just butt up to the top. All the way across, then all the way down. Our lines kind of smoothed out here. Okay. Let's just kind of hold that together. And even if you have washi tape, excuse me, and I do, because I was fighting with it earlier. Now we have something that we'll hold on to. Oh, sometimes though it's a pain. And that art glitter glue, it's going to dry, but I'm going to have a layer of snow up there. Oh, goodness. Well, by the time we get this open, painter's tape works better for me, but I'm out. Okay, well, I got a little piece. There we go. If I put, oh, yes, it probably would have. But you know what? It's already grabbing, so, Janice, you were supposed to tell me that before I put it down. And you know what? Oh, well, this one didn't match either. Yes, if you turn this around, guys, it will match your plaid. Okay. Come on, washi tape. You know, I have that tape. I sell that tape, the Craft Perfect one. And do you think I get it out to use? Okay. Now let's just hold for a moment. I'm really happy with how that came together. When I had the warehouse in my backyard, I mean, it was just definitely too little, but it sure was convenient when I needed stuff. Okay, and that tip. And don't forget, snow. Snow will take care of everything for you. Okay. Think while I'm out tomorrow, I will pick up some more. I really do. I love the painter's tape. Oh, heck with that. It's had it. Okay. And then if you feel you need to get some more glue in there, now's the time. Tanya, do you have an order in that's waiting? Because I can pop it in that order. The nice thing is you can add snow anytime. And I'll be honest with you, I went to Hobby Lobby before our order arrived, and I got I showed you guys that other stuff, and it was like, ew. And so was the Ranger. Okay. Okay, well, everything just needs to dry now. Oh, no, I can check, but all of those, I think all the Black Friday orders are already gone. I'm telling you, those girls, man, they tag team, but I'm checking yours right now. Now, also, no, it's gone. Don't forget, if you like the Christmas Delights paper, you can still make the gingerbread house, but use your Christmas Delights paper. Oh, well, thank you, Tanya. Parts of me doesn't trust some of this washi tape, so I don't want it down too thick. Okay, now I'm just going to let everything dry overnight, which is best. The art glitter glue should dry. You shouldn't even see it, but if for some reason it's there, then I'll just put some snow. But see how cute. This is just going to be adorable. And so Thursday, we're going to build our little house, and we'll build our insert, which you're going to notice my gingerbread one got too tight. We're still going to have some trimming to do. We might. So but I'm going to, if it's a little loose like this, I'm going to keep it a little loose because I did stretch out my gingerbread, so things are working good now. But oh, I am so excited. But I have to tell you, I am working on one more little house. It's for Santa Claus. It's his barn. So I'm hoping we'll let you know how it turns out. So we can have a 3-piece. We can have our bakery. Mrs. Claus can go off to her she shed and work. And then Santa can get away from everything. So I'm hoping that that's going to turn out good. So a couple more gingerbreads are still available. The Gingerbread Village, if you want to grab one. At the time I started, we had 15 put together. I think there's only 10. Yeah, there's only 10 now. So you might want to grab one. And it comes with all your windows so that you don't have to cut those. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning for our December daily of this year. And I'm going to go through. I've already printed off a bunch of pictures. I'm excited. I got to print a couple more. And then we'll just sit and put our stuff into our December daily tomorrow morning, Thursday. Then I'll go live and we'll do this. And I'll do this Friday also. in the morning. I can't in the evening. We got a little program. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I'm really excited. This is going to be so cute. These are going to just be so fun to display or give as gifts. How fun will that be to give it as a gift? Then they open it, but then some of you are saying, "No, nobody's getting this." I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And I'll see some of you in the morning. And Thursday, you're stuck with me probably all week long. Have a great rest of your night. Bye bye.